The unspoken invitation. Phrases a woman uses when she secretly wants you. Most men walk through the world half asleep. They have no idea when a woman truly wants them. They are waiting for a direct, unambiguous signal, a clear, verbal invitation. But that is not how the subtle, powerful language of human attraction is spoken. A woman will rarely admit her deepest desires directly. To do so would be to surrender her mystery, her power, and to risk rejection. Instead, she communicates in layers, in hints, in subtext. She creates moments, opens doors, and expects you to have the presence and courage to walk through them. If you don't, she assumes one of three things. You're too slow to understand, too scared to act, or simply not interested. And once she feels that subtle rejection, even if you didn't mean to send it, she will often recalibrate and move on. The opportunity, that brief window in time, will have closed. So today, we are going to do more than just list some phrases. And we are going to learn how to listen. We are going to delve into the subtext of attraction, exploring the key phrases women use when they secretly want you, but won't or can't admit it directly. This is not about learning lines. This is about developing perception. The Stoics called this practice prosoche, the art of attention. It is the ability to see the world and the people in it clearly and without the fog of your own anxiety. After this, that anxious fog will begin to clear. Let's begin. Part 1. The language of sensation. Proximity. Before a connection becomes emotional or intellectual, it is physical. It is about scent, space, and the energy you project. A woman's subconscious mind often picks up on this long before her conscious mind decides what to think about you. When she starts verbalizing these sensations, you need to pay close attention. The first phrase is often something like, "You smell so good." Scent is one of the most ancient and powerful subconscious triggers for attraction. It bypasses the logical brain and plugs directly into the centers of memory, emotion, and desire. When a woman notices, and more importantly, comments on how you smell, she is doing something significant. A compliment like "nice shoes" or "I like your jacket" is a surface-level social pleasantry. It's safe. But when she notices your scent, your cologne, your soap, the natural smell of your skin, it means she is already paying attention to you on a much deeper, more personal, and more intimate level. And here's the part most men miss entirely. A woman will not intentionally draw attention to a man's scent unless she is comfortable with the idea of being closer to him. It is an indirect way of saying, "I have already imagined being within your personal space, and the thought is a pleasant one." It is a subconscious invitation. The second phrase in this category is, "You're really strong." On the surface, this may seem like a simple observation, especially if you've just helped her with something. But it is rarely just about physical strength. It's about your presence. When a woman notices the strength in a man, it signifies that she has already started paying attention to him in a physical, tangible way. She is becoming aware of how you carry yourself, how you move through the world, how you take up space. Women notice these things first on a subconscious level. When they verbalize it, it means that subconscious observation has now risen to a conscious thought. Think of the Roman Stoic, Marcus Aurelius. He wasn't a physically imposing man, but his writings radiate an immense inner strength, a quality he called the inner citadel. This was a strength of character, of stability, of control, and of confidence. This is the kind of strength women are truly drawn to. Physical muscles are a bonus. Strength of character is the main prize. When a woman acknowledges your strength, it means she's already thought about you in a different way. She is noticing your stability, your groundedness. She is subconsciously asking herself, is this a man who could make me feel safe? When you hear these phrases, the wrong response is to get cocky or to simply say, thanks. The man of presence receives the compliment calmly. He might smile and hold her gaze for an extra second, acknowledging the unspoken message behind the words. He understands she is not just complimenting his cologne or his physique, she is complimenting his very presence, and that is a connection worth building on. Part 2. The language of transgression. Excitement. Humans are creatures of habit. We live within routines and social rules. A woman who is deeply attracted to you will often signal her interest by showing a willingness to break her own rules, to step outside her normal patterns for you. The first phrase in this category is when she looks at you with a playful smile and says, "You're trouble." This is pure excitement and attraction speaking. This is not an insult. It is one of the highest compliments a man can receive. Women, like men, crave excitement. They are drawn to a man who shakes things up, who breaks the monotony of everyday life. If she calls you trouble, she is feeling a potent cocktail of excitement, nervousness, and intense curiosity. She is acknowledging that you are not the kind of safe, predictable guy who plays by all the rules. She knows that being around you means things are going to happen, and guess what? That is exactly what she wants. The second phrase is even more direct. I don't usually do this, but... This phrase is a dead giveaway that she has already made up her mind to do something with you. A woman saying this is not debating her decision in real time. She is justifying it to herself and to you. She wants you to know that you are special, that you have had an effect on her that is causing her to step outside of her normal behavior. Women do not offer up this precious phrase to just anyone. When they do, it's because they want to remove any potential judgment from the equation. She is giving herself permission to let go of whatever expectations or rules she had for herself before she met you. A third phrase in this vein is, "Do you really think I'm that innocent?" A woman's words are never just about what is on the surface. There is always another layer, a subtext. When she asks a question like this, she is testing your perception. She is seeing if you view her as just another nice girl, or if you have the wisdom to understand that every human being has a deeper, more complex, and more interesting side to their personality. It's a playful statement, but beneath the surface, it is a powerful indicator of her interest. Women do not try to prove their complexity to men they don't care about. If she is hinting at a side of herself that is not immediately obvious, it is because she wants you, specifically, to see it. It's an invitation to discovery. Think of the famous explorer, Sir Richard Francis Burton. He was trouble. He broke rules. He explored forbidden cities. He was an adventurer who radiated a dangerous and exciting energy. People were drawn to him not because he was safe, but because he was the opposite. He offered an escape from the ordinary. When a woman uses these phrases, she is casting you in the role of the adventurer, the man who can lead her on a small escape from her own routine. The wrong response is to become defensive. "No, I'm not trouble," or to dismiss her. The man of presence accepts the role with a calm, knowing smile. He understands the game, and he is willing to play. Part 3. The language of invitation opportunity. A woman who wants things to progress will rarely take the lead herself. Instead, she will masterfully create a vacuum, an open door that invites you to take the lead. Your ability to recognize and act on these invitations is critical. The first and most classic invitation is, "It's getting late, but I don't feel like leaving yet." Women rarely say exactly what they are thinking in these situations. They hint at their intentions. When a woman says this, she is giving you a beautiful, open-ended statement. It is a prompt that requires action on your part. Consider the contrast. A woman who is ready to end the interaction will simply state a fact. It's getting late. I should really go. The statement is closed. The door is shut, but when she adds that magical second part, "But I don't feel like leaving yet," she is handing you the key. She is making it your decision, your move, whether things continue. She is creating a moment of opportunity. The second phrase in this category is the simple yet powerful, "So, what now?" This phrase might seem innocent, but it is loaded with unspoken meaning. When a woman asks, "What now?" she is verbally acknowledging that there is unfinished business between you. She is hinting that the current interaction has reached its natural conclusion, but the connection between you has not. Something else is supposed to happen, and she is waiting for you to recognize it and lead the way. The key to understanding this phrase is knowing that women are often masters of indirect communication. Instead of making a direct request, which can feel vulnerable, they position it as an open-ended question that leaves the next step entirely up to you. She uses this phrase when she feels the energy and tension have built up enough for something more to happen, but she does not want to be the one to make it explicit. She is testing your social intelligence and your courage. The Stoics taught the importance of recognizing the opportune moment. A man of wisdom does not act rashly, but he also does not hesitate when the time is right. These phrases are clear signals that the opportune moment has arrived. Your job is not to overthink it or ask for more clarification. Your job is to lead. This could be as simple as suggesting a change of venue. "I know a quiet place nearby," or a more direct, "Why don't we head back to my place?" The specifics depend on the context, but the principle is the same. She has opened the door, and a man of confidence walks through it. Part 4. The language of validation, connection. This final category of phrases is the deepest. It goes beyond physical attraction or temporary excitement. These are the things a woman says when she feels a genuine emotional connection with you. She is no longer just attracted to you. She is beginning to respect you. The first is the powerful statement, "I feel like I can be myself around you." Women, like all of us, wear social masks. We present a curated version of ourselves to the world to navigate our daily lives. When a woman says this to you, she is giving you an extraordinary compliment. She is acknowledging that you have reached a level of trust and comfort with her that most people, especially most men, never do. She is telling you that in your presence, she feels safe enough to lower her guard. She is giving you a glimpse into her real personality, not the polished, public version. And here is something most men don't realize. A woman can feel physical attraction for a man without trust. But when that deep sense of trust and emotional safety combines with attraction, it creates an entirely different and far more powerful level of connection. That is when a woman starts seeing a man as more than just a temporary option. That is when she starts seeing him as a potential partner. The second phrase is a psychological test, disguised as a compliment. "I'm pretty sure you can get any girl you want." When a woman says this, she is doing multiple things at once. She is, of course, telling you that she finds you attractive and sees you as a high-value man. But more importantly, she is looking for your reaction. She is analyzing how you see yourself. She is testing how you handle pressure and praise. Do you get arrogant? Do you get flustered and deny it? Or can you stay composed? Attraction isn't just about how a man looks or what he says. It is about how he holds his center in high-pressure moments. The best response is a calm, confident smile. And perhaps something playful like, "I'm more interested in the one I'm talking to right now." This shows you are not swayed by flattery and that your focus is on her. The final, and perhaps most potent phrase is the simple, "You're different." When a woman tells you that you are different, She is placing you in a special, elite category, separate from the vast majority of other men. And here is the crucial thing. Women do not say this to guys they aren't seriously interested in. If you are just another guy, she will not bother to distinguish you at all. When a woman tells you that you're different, she is verbalizing an internal comparison she has already made. She has mentally contrasted you with other men in her past and present, and she has recognized something in your character, your presence, or your behavior that stands out. And when a woman starts separating you from the rest of the herd, it means she is seeing you as a man worth pursuing, a man worth investing in. Women speak in layers. Most men are deaf to the subtext. They only hear the surface-level words. But the men who learn to listen, who cultivate the Stoic art of attention, those are the men who never have to wonder where they stand. Now that you know what these phrases really mean, you will not miss these signals again. You will have the perception to see the open doors, and hopefully the courage to walk through them.